everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome back to week 8 of the Summer Body Challenge, which, if you didn't already know, is a collaboration between me, at Busy Bee Marie, at Tina's Talk Time, and at Maria Crocker. So we're just 4 women on YouTube who decided to get together to try and motivate each other to lose weight, get fit, a bit more healthy, and hopefully motivate anybody who was watching as well. We've had some really good reactions to the videos we've been doing. There's people following along with her, giving us some really good motivation as well, and we've been sharing some great tips. So we're all doing different healthy eating plans. I'll put the links to the other ladies below so you can go and see what they're up to and how they're doing with their weight loss and healthy eating. I'm doing low carb, mainly because I'm type 2 diabetic and I want to get my blood sugars under control. I've been type 2 diabetic for about 15 years now, and it's just way out of control. So that was why I chose low carb, because there's been research done that says, you know, it's proven that a low carb diet helps get your blood sugar down. So with every video I've done in this series, I have a bit of a format. I'll tell you how I've been doing for the week, show you any meals I've been eating that are nice, and I'll tell you about the things that I've been eating that shouldn't be eaten. We also have a focus of the week every week, and this week it is on juices and shakes. And then I'll show you the weigh-in so you can see if I've lost or I've gained, and then I usually end with what did I learn from the week. So let's go back and talk about what's been happening this week. Well, we went camping at the weekend with the grandkids, the first time we've ever took them camping, and I was full of good intentions. I took some low carb buns, I took some Richmond meat-free sausages because we were going to have a barbecue. They had ordinary buns and hot dogs and things like that, and I had that. I was fine. And we had a few stressful moments, let's say, during this camp, and we only went for one night, so there was a few stressful moments. So I did eat some bourbon biscuits. We went to the beach for a walk and a paddle in the sea, and I had to have an ice cream. I mean, it was absolutely delicious, this ice cream. The next day we went to a cafe in the morning, and I had a tea cake. I had a toasted tea cake with butter, but hey ho, that weekend was over. You get back to normality and get back to the healthy eating plan, which is what I did. I haven't really eaten many different meals this week. I haven't eaten any different meals this week, so I don't really have any meals to show you, to talk about. I have been eating lots of those, lots of those Buddha bowl kind of things that I showed you in last week's video. I've really been enjoying those. I did talk about a broccoli and Stilton soup that Warren made for us a few weeks ago, and I showed a picture of it. And we put some in the freezer because he doesn't like Stilton, so it was only me eating it. So put some of that in the freezer. And the last time I had it, before we put it in the freezer, it was a little bit thick. So when I took it out of the freezer this time and defrosted it, I heated it up I mixed it in with a little bit of water and heated it up, and it was absolutely delicious. It kept its taste, which, you know, it usually does in the freezer. It was absolutely delicious, and I had that with a low carb bun, and that was really nice. I highly recommend that broccoli and Stilton soup. I think I've put the link to it somewhere in a previous video, but I'll put the link again below because it was really nice. So apart from that, I haven't really eaten anything new. I've been having lots of salads, as I say, lots of butter bowls. I've been having salads. It's been too hot to have anything, you know, major really. So that's what I've been eating. Now this week the focus is on juices and shakes, like I said. And for a diabetic, juices and shakes aren't really a good idea because they're usually full of sugar. So I tend not to drink juices. I never buy fruit juice, and I very rarely have a shake. And I thought I didn't like smoothies. So juices were a bit of a no-go for me on this topic. When you're doing low carb, you can really only eat berries. So strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Now Warren is following this diet with us, or this healthy eating plan, And when we go shopping, you say, can I have a melon berry? Can I have a banana berry? No, if it doesn't say berry, you can't have it. So I have made a few, I've made 2 smoothies this week. And I've got another protein shake that I have quite regularly. So I'm just going to show you them now. I'll show you me making them and tell you what they're about and what they tasted like. I like to have a protein shake some mornings because it's just quick and easy, and if you put something frozen in it, it's quite refreshing, especially on a summer morning. And for the protein shake, I use something called Purition. You can get these in packs, sample packs of 12, or I think you can get them in sample packs of 24 as well. But I usually get them in a sample pack of 12 because I like a variety of flavours. If you find a flavour that you do like, then you can get like a whole bag of it. But you get like hemp, strawberry, there's almond and orange, chocolate orange, coffee and walnut, banana, and macadamia and vanilla. And I think I've used a couple, so there was some, I think there's a blackberry one and a vanilla one as well. And in these, there's 40 grams in one of these sachets, and it's got 3.5 grams of carbohydrates, 198 calories, 15.9 grams of protein, so there's quite a lot of protein in there, which is good, and 14 grams of fat. So I think I'm going to have the coffee and walnut one this morning, and I use me Breville Active Blend blender for these. I wouldn't put nuts or anything in the Breville blender because they wouldn't really blend up very well in it, but it's great for this kind of protein shake. So I've got 250 mils of almond milk. It says 200 mils on the packet, but I'm also going to put some frozen avocado in. So 250 mils of almond milk, and I'm going to put in the protein shake powder. Pour that into the bottle, and then I'm just going to add some frozen chunks of avocado. These sometimes leave some little chunky bits of avocado, but you can give it a good blitz and that should be okay. So then you put the end of the blender on, screw it on, and then put it into the Breville and then give it a good blitz. And then once it's blended, I usually do about 30 seconds on it. That's what it looks like, kind of a creamy texture, smoothie texture probably. Screw my lid on it. I could pour it into a glass, but I don't mind drinking it out of this bottle if I can get the lid on it. So once it's done, it's just ready to go. That's quite nice. And they do actually keep me full until lunchtime, so really tasty. So yeah, definitely recommend you try the Purition protein shakes if that's your thing. I'll put the link in below. Not affiliated to them at all. I just get them from Amazon. This is smoothie number 2, although technically the first one wasn't a smoothie, it was a protein shake. But this is a berry smoothie, and I got this recipe from a website called, or a YouTube channel. No, this was a website called ihackeddiabetes.com. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll put the link below just in case you want to have a look at what else he's got on there. And for this smoothie, it is half a cup of frozen berries. So it's a mix of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and there's actually some black currants in there as well. So I'm using a different food processor for this one because some of the things are frozen and I don't think the Breville will blend them up enough. So put the berries in, and then it has got half a cup of ice cubes. They are American measurements because it's an American site, but I do have some cup measures. So half a cup of ice. Then it has 1 cup of almond milk. Pour that in. There's 1 tablespoon of stevia. So put that in as well. And there's half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And pop that in as well. And then we blend it up. I think that's blended enough. That's about 30 seconds. I'm just going to pour it out. Pour it into the glass. I think it's still got a few lumps in there. If you like your smoothies a little bit lumpy, then that's fine, but if not, you can just blend it up a little bit more. Looks like a really nice colour. So that is the frozen berry smoothie. You could put a couple of berries on the top if you wanted to look a little bit prettier. And in this is 70 calories. There's 4 grams of carbs, which makes it low carb, 1 gram of protein and 3 grams of fat. If you wanted to add some more protein to it, you could also put some low carb protein powder in there as well. So I'm just going to have a taste. That's really nice. That is so refreshing. Really good. This next smoothie feels a little bit more like a grown-up smoothie, I have to say, and it is a mocha smoothie. So for this one, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of almond milk. That's 1. I'm going to add half a cup of coconut milk, which is going to give it a creaminess. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 3 tablespoons of stevia. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of coffee, instant coffee. Any instant coffee will do. So we're going to add 2 teaspoons of that. I think that's what makes it sound a little bit more grown-up smoothie. And then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now we're also going to add half a medium avocado, but I'm going to blitz this up first, blend that up first, and then put the avocado in. So we'll just give this a blend. So I probably blended that for about a minute because I want all the cocoa powder to be blended in well. And now I'm going to add the half avocado to it. I do like an avocado and it gives you the good fats along with that coconut milk. We'll just put the lid back on. And we'll blend that up some more. So that's about another 30 seconds just to make sure that avocado is well blended in. And I'm going to now pour it into the glass. Oh, it smells lovely. It smells like that keto cheesecake I made the other week. So we'll just pour it in. You can see it's a nice thick smoothie. You could probably get 2 in there if I put it in a smaller glass because you can see there's some left. So you can definitely probably get 2. You could sprinkle some little dark chocolate shavings on the top just to make it a little bit more decadent. So we'll give that a taste and let's see. Oh, that is good. That is really good. That tastes like a really good chocolate milkshake. I do like that. So in that is 249 calories in that. So there is a bit more calories in it than the fruit one. 21.7 grams of fat, but they're good fats. 6 grams of carbs, so very low carb. And 4.5 grams of protein in there. Again, you could put maybe some chia seeds in there to add some extra protein, or even some protein powder if you wanted to add more protein. But that is definitely my favourite. So those were the protein shake and the 2 smoothies that I made. The berry one, I think I said, came from I Hacked Diabetes, which I'll put the link below, and the mocha smoothie was from a YouTube channel called ruled.me, which has a lot of nice recipes on there. So does the other one, actually, that I'll be dipping into quite often, going into the summer and the winter. But I did say the calories and the macros for that mocha, and I think that mocha is for 2 people. So if you drink the whole thing, you'll have to double those macros, because so it was 249 calories. You'd be having like 500 calories if you were to have the whole thing. But it's quite rich, so you probably would only want half, and it was a really nice smoothie. I didn't think I liked smoothies. I didn't think I liked the texture, but making my own, yeah, I'll definitely make those again. So if you've got any recipes for nice low carb smoothies or shakes that you've had, let us know in the comments below. I always like to try new things, and I hope you try one of these smoothies, and if you do, you can also let us know in the comments below and let us know what you think of them. Now it's time for the weigh-in. So I'm just going to put it here. I didn't actually do a video of it. It was a photograph. I was in such a rush this morning that I just took the photograph. So as you can see, I've lost 1 pound. I think I started in the 10 weeks at 14 stone 12 and a half. 12 and a half, I can't, I put it here. And I'm now at 14 stone 5 and a half. So I've lost 7 pound. I did put couple of pound on a couple of weeks ago, but I've managed to get that back off, and I'm back to losing half a stone in what is 8 weeks. And I'm quite happy with that, because like I said, the weight loss was a bonus. It was really the blood sugars that I wanted to try and get down. I'm actually going for my HbA1c blood test in the morning, which takes an average of what my blood glucose levels were over the last 8 weeks. So I'll get a good idea of how this healthy eating, how this low carb eating is working with that. I think a normal HbA1c is around 45, and mine was 85 about 4 months ago. That is the highest it's ever been, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do this, because I really need to get it under control. Like I've said before, I've been having problems with my feet with diabetic neuropathy, and I don't want to end up in a wheelchair. So I really needed to get that under control. So I'll let you know next week what the results of that test were, and I'm hoping it's come down some. So next week the focus is on dairy-free and meat-free meals, which is going to be fairly easy for me because I don't eat meat, so that'll be easy. The dairy-free, I don't know if I'm going to follow that strictly. I do already drink almond milk, but on a low carb diet, you need to eat like cream and stuff like that, and cheese. And because I don't eat meat, I need to get the vitamins and stuff from elsewhere. So I don't think I'm going to be following the no dairy strictly, but I will share some products with you next week on that. We're having a barbecue on Sunday with the family, so I'll be getting some meat-free barbecue products to do. So I'll try and film a little bit of that and let you know what those meat-free products were like, because I don't tend to buy stuff like that very often, but I'll be able to tell you what it was like and show you some clips of that. So that was all I've got for you today. It feels a little bit short and sweet today, but there is those smoothie recipes to have a look at. So I hope you found that interesting. That's all I've got for you for now. I'll see you again soon. So I'll see you next week.